Welcome back to another episode of Embracing Randomness. Today we take on Super Mario 64 for a 70-star run where it went fairly well until I forgot where a certain warp was. But I figured that out towards the end. And we get 70 stars and defeat Bowser in a relatively quick time for me. I thought this would have taken me a lot longer, but luckily the randomizer's fairly generous. Anyway, hope you'll all enjoy and I'll catch you in the episode. Welcome to the episode. So this is Mario 64 Randomizer. It's a pretty fun one, to be fair. It randomizes all the entrances and the star locations for the most part. We get a nice start where we get Rainbow Ride, one of my favourites, and get combo womboed straight off by the big bomb who throws us with no chance of even getting that star, and that was such a nice spawn as well. It would have been great. I would have got a nice easy first star, no problems asked. But the next one is Dar Dar Docks, which we do the chests which have a nice number over them to make the life so much easier without having to guess which chest is which, and when they're randomised that could have taken me a bit of time and I probably would have run out of air. But my 2D? This game's 3D, I can't even tell the dimensions. I just live in a stick world myself, really. But the first 3D platformer is amazing what they did back in the day. Yes, it could have been... There are some glitches, as everyone well knows. But it's one of my favourites. I'm more of a Banjo guy, as I enjoyed that randomizer more, which is why I did it first. Because you get a bit more chaos with it, there's more. But we get a first one in Shifting Sandlands. And Shifting Sandlands took us to Cool Cool Mountain, where we get... Oh, sorry, Snowman Land, where we get a nice easy one. Before we get another easy one in Tall Tall Mountain, starting off pretty well. And then Womp, we get the 100 coin star because it's nice and easy. We face King Womp up at the top and he pushed us in our cutscene, it's very rude. But we do manage to defeat him, even with the tower there and the bullet bill spawning. Boss fights on this game are so hard. It took me so long to figure that out, but that's a handy glitch if anyone knows it. Is to just stand in the way. Ground pound into him and it just clips you through. But anyone who's played knows this. And then you see my great Mario 64 skills right here. Trying to get this star and I ran straight into the piranha plant. So we'll come back to that one as Womp's Fortress leads to Hazy Mazy Cave, where we get a nice easy one. It was just literally where we spawned in the middle room with all the red coins. Unfortunately there's no Toad here. My little friend to give me a free star. But it is what it is. We go back in and it leads us to Cool Cool Mountain correctly this time. And we pick up her baby, which is luckily right here. So he gets lucky and doesn't get kicked off the cliff. But we pick up our first star, nice and easy. And then we go to the swimming level, easy star. And Jolly Rogers Bay is good old Bomb on Battlefield. Well, first we go for the secrets and the 100 coin star. Nice and easy. Get 2 off the list. And if you're noticing that the tracker doesn't work, yeah, so did I. But not until 10 stars in. So we got a slightly better one, but I can't remember which stars we got. So we're in Hazy Mazy Caves to collect another to get us up to 11. Before we get the slide, which is, I mean, fairly easy because I don't even need to go down it for the first star. Just a nice easy pickup. Although, easy is questionable with me and my jumping. And then we look into the sky and it's Wet Dry World, which is kind of fun. We get our 100 coin star. Nice and easy, and we were going for the reds here. But somehow I just couldn't find them. One short, so we just got the other one because I couldn't be bothered. And then we went into Wet Dry World, and that leads to the Metal Cap stage. It's a nice easy red coin star to get. And remember where this leads, this portal, to Jolly Rogers Bay. Because I totally didn't forget that at all. No way in hell would I forget where this is. But we get our 7th star. And, well, as the 100 coin star, we go for a nice little swim all the way up to the red coin star we produced. Don't know why it's right at the top of the map, but that's okay. Before going back to Bob-omb to get a nice easy one. And we get lucky where we get onto this platform again with another spawn from the Bob-omb Battlefield stage. And we do get the star this time. They're unable to get me twice. I am golden. Next we get TikTok Clock, and the spawns just were favouring me so much. And TikTok Clock led to Bowser in the Dark World, so we don't need the keys for this randomizer. But I thought, you know what, if I'm going to do 70 star, I've got to defeat all 3 Bowsers. It's only right. But this isn't my best moment, not going to lie. Bowser throws, I think everyone knows that Salonge Bowser, he's hard to hit, so you do get to hear that quite a lot, but also it's hard to grab his tail when you're an idiot. Just spinning around like the 80s song. I hope it's 80s. But he's spinning around like a record, and we do actually get the throw this time to get our first Bowser killed before using the nice little trick for the bully on Snowman Land, where you just dive into him and it pushes him straight off the ice. Struggling here to get off the ice, and we take a little bit of damage. But we then see where the star went, and it's a nice easy one to pick up to take us up to 21. Making decent progress, 21 within an hour. Just over a third of just under a third of the way there. So it should take us about 4 hours, but hopefully we can bring that time down. And we get our first foray, another foray into good old Tall Mountain, where we get a very easy star just sitting out in the open. They were treating me quite well. It'd be interesting to do an actual speed run of this and see how well I could get 70 stars on the actual game. Obviously I wouldn't have any of the glitches, but I do know the game fairly well from playing it, and I know where all the stars are. Can't do Owless, but each to their own. I just remembered I did the 100 coin star and we struggled to get past the Thwomp, but we do in the end pick up the 1-up because we're a bit low on lives and we don't want to get a game over. That's the one thing I was trying to avoid this whole run, ever getting a game over. And we then get our way back into Hazy Mazy Cave, where another 2 stars are just lovely and sitting out for us. Easy to get. For Snowman Land, it'd be Snowman Cool Mountain. We've got to do the slide. Be rude not to. Spawning a star, but it goes all the way up to the top. But I actually did a quite nice dive there and got it quite easily. Well, we go into the painting, which leads us to Bowser in the Dark World, which we actually do the 8 coin star. Don't know why I decided it, but it's a relatively easy one to platform around and quite enjoy it. So I've got that power star, nice and easy, before we go back in to get our second Bowser fight done, because we've got to at least have one Bowser fight, and luckily we did the good old strat of putting him right next to the bomb and turning him into it, getting a second Bowser done, and getting the most useless item in this randomizer, but want it nonetheless, another key. We're making our way back to Wet Dry World to get another easy star just sitting out in the open, going back to back as they're fairly easy to get. And because I forgot the Metal Cap stage led to Jolly Rogers Bay, so I just kept quitting out. But then, once again, get a nice easy star before we're back in Hazy Mazy Cave to get the last of the easy stars to take our total up to 30. 5 more to the halfway mark, where we get our good old friend the next boss battle the Bomb-Omb, and he couldn't have been in a worse place for this boss battle to go on. Right where all these balls just go up and down. I mean, I love a pair of balls, don't get me wrong, but Mario seems a bit allergic to them. Don't know why, but each to their own. Before we get a bit spicy where we get low on health, and knowing those balls can do 3, pick up the cheeky coin that was hidden there. Before we trying to get him again, but he's not helping. We get the second throw in. Now only the third to go. We run into him again, which totally was by accident. Nearly die. I thought those did too. And he grabs us. And look at this throw. Straight over the side. So we go up here. We get ourselves some more coins. Although he's made his way back over. So we're trying to wait for him, bait him across. But my boss battle skills aren't great. I get hit. He grabs. And he has just got the perfect aim to lob us right over the hill before we have to come back, get the third hit in. That took longer than it should have. But it is what it is. Get another star before getting on Rainbow Ride, and Mario goes for a trip whilst he's leaving the world. Before we get the star that's 100% guaranteed. Whoa. Found the Toad, he gives us that wonderful star. Nothing can go wrong. We unlock the wing cap, but god are we not doing the actual wing cap coins, because I hate using the wing cap. Hats off to any speedrunners out there. You are better than me at the game. Oh, well, that's guaranteed, but you are insane for wanting to just keep grinding it out using that thing. Because oh my god, I hate it. But we get another one from Tall Tall Mountain to at least make myself feel a little better before the monkey steals my hat. How dare you? That's part of Mario's character. We need it back. And he forced me into the water. And I'm just like, I'll be back for my hat. Don't worry. But I kind of just forgot. We get another star before finally draining the castle moat, and we figure out that that's where Big Boo's haunt's been hiding. And if you're wondering why there's no tiny huge island, I hate that level. With the randomizer I got, I couldn't find anything and I just kept dying. So we get 1 star with the 100 coins. We go for number 2 with a nice backflip to get us up to 40. We're well over halfway. We're making our way through an hour and a half. If we could get the good star luck, it could be alright. But what do you guys think happened? It didn't go quite to plan, but we get our way into the pyramid in Shifting Sandlands. Struggle to get on top of this swamp, but we manage it. Do a nice bit of pole dancing. Mario shows off all his skills for the ladies, for realising that there's just a star right above our head, and grabbing that for another easy one for the pyramid. Before finally we make our way back to Cool Cool Mountain. I always get these mixed up. Snowman Land. One's got a big ass snowman in it, one doesn't. But we fight the wind, get ourselves another one. Nice and easy before making our way back into Dire Dire Docks to pick up an easy star, just sitting out there, ready to be grabbed. Oh, glorious. I love those stars. Just like this one here on Womp's Fortress, which requires a triple jump, which you can see why I wouldn't want to go for this game. But then again, I love playing 3D platformers. Skills, questionable, but we get it. I'm going to blame the emulator lag. That's definitely what it is. Totally not my skill or anything like that. But we get back to Wet Dry World. We manage to get on top of the grate. Don't ask me how. And we sneakily pick up the last little secret, which leads us to a nice easy star to take us up to 45. Just an easy swim away for everyone's favourite world, Lethal Lava Land, and it is very lethal because for some reason they've decided that 4 bits of damage is good for lava. 2 hits and you're dead. Don't even get a chance. We do the 8 red coins in Bomb-On Battlefield because at this point we're looking for the easiest ones to get, and I refuse to go to Tiny Huge Island. So, Dire Dire Docks, Manta Ray Star, nice and easy, just swim your way through, although it can be a bit glitchy and not register the fact that I picked them up several times. But it's a nice easy spawn at the top. Pick that one up. Before making our way to Cool Cool Mountain. See, I can get it right. Where I struggled with this. So I knew this star was here. It was easy. It was just sitting ready for me to get. But God knows how many times I fell and fell again till I got this where you can stand on this slope, which I never knew. So I lined myself up, hit the backflip and stop falling off the side of the cliff. Before taking on the slide, tried the jump method a couple times, couldn't line it up, so we get the nice easy one, 20.08. All I'm glad is it doesn't spawn back at the top, because I don't know if there's a warp. But back to Lethal Lava Land, where there's another one for bullying the bullies, just spawns right here. They fell in the lava, I didn't do anything, and got an easy star. Before Rainbow Ride again, where we spawn here and we turn around, and I couldn't believe my luck. There's another star. I did 0 work in Rainbow Ride and got so many stars out of it. Because they just spawn in the air, so when they're randomised you can get them in quite nice places when you randomise your start next to them. We do this swimming down through the rings next. And this time it spawns nice and high. I totally didn't get dragged out the sub entrance a couple times. That's not what happened to my lives. Before Bomb-On Battlefield, we raced Cooper the Quick. Honestly, he took his time getting there. So did I, but I don't know if because it's a randomizer he got stuck on certain things. But it spawned it in quite an annoying place, let's be honest. Because I kept falling off. How dare it, game? So we try and line it up, get Mario in a good position, and use a backflip, jump kick, jump, and it's a nice easy grab. We're making our way back up the mountain to grab a nice easy 3rd star to add to the collection. Mario, zoom in now, getting so many stars, up to 55. If you ignore the timer, I'm doing pretty well. But with Dire Dire Docks, again, not wanting to do any of the harder stages because platforming is bad. We use our questionable skill to get across the old pillars, pipes, whatever you want to call them. We spawn out the red star, do a backflip to try and get the coins. Couldn't get that last one, but there's more than enough on here. I only thought there was 4, so I was trying to be secure. And we pick up another Dire Dire Docks star, meaning there's only 1 more once we pick up the next one to 100% another stage past Bomb-On Battlefield. Never thought it'd been Dire Dire Docks just because it's swimming, and I hate swimming, but the stars are relatively easy on this. And there's no having to get onto the submarine. Back to Snowman Land. Didn't even know there's a walk by those trees. Bit interesting, but that brings us right to the 3rd star. Look at me, I'm a speedrunner now with all these techs. Use the warp, get the star. Glorious. Before we go on, we gotta race Mr. Penguin. He makes it difficult, he's coming up hard, but we just sneak in front, use the wall to gain a bit more momentum. And we both smack into the final wall of the house, but luckily Mr. Penguin doesn't stand a chance against Mario. He's too speedy down the hill. Before we go up and find our final star. Well, unfortunately we've got another 11 to go after this. But the backflip strat always works. Spawns up high, use a backflip. that is my 101 for this randomizer. And using my great skill, you can see we jump and hit that, but the bonk works out. Mario bonks his way straight down to a start. He was just telling me one was there. I knew it was there all along, it was all tactics. But then, of course, to get that 100% on the Dada docks, we couldn't not get this star. It's just sitting out temptingly. Yes, it's by the door, but we can just swim gracefully into it. Grab it before Lethal Lava Land. We're struggling to find the ones on the overworld. So, we get a nice easy one in here. Just pick it up in the volcano, add into our star total to bring us up to 62. Before Big Boo's Horn, missing the star the first time. But it was only one more kick, I didn't need to be fancy with the side flip. But that's up to 63, 7 stars to go. And I forgot about MIPS. I only did it once, so I could have had 2 MIPS stars. But that's beside the point. Look, easy stars was what I was planning. MIPS is hard, you gotta chase it, and it's bad on your cardio. You know who'd want to do it? And I love seeing that. The old bully, that's the one I got earlier. They just kill themselves because they're spawned on such a small platform. Go back into the volcano. This time we're at the bottom. Look around and oh, 3 star. Don't mind if I do. Taking our total up again. Mario just cannot be stopped. And look, I finally remembered something. Hazy Maze Cave Walk. Jolly Rogers Bay, who would have thought? We do get sniped on the spawn. But we check the box first before going for the easy one just to make sure it wasn't the star box. And lo and behold, we got lucky. How many times has that happened? But I spent a good time trying to figure out where that was. And I found it. Before we go into Rainbow Ride again. Realising that there's one easy star that we saw earlier. Don't know why I got the health. Just in case we got bombed, who knows. We pick up that star, down to the final 3. And we couldn't go without a Big Boo's Horn. Trip to the merry-go-round where we sing about peanuts. I love peanuts. Can't remember. But, can't remember the song. But there's a speedrunner who always sings about it. Anyone who's watched him, you'll know what I'm referring to. Before TikTok clock to get another start. That hand stops moving, and so we move around and we see that there's a nice easy one up here. Star spawns helping me. Mario gets into the grinder. Bit dangerous. Before we remember where to go for Jolly Rogers Bay. Took a while because we had to go through Hazy Maze Cave to get it. We're trying to look for the red coins, as you can see, but for the chest, sorry. And we do get it spawned, but remembering it spawns randomly and it spawns up there near the cannon, I was like, you know what, I need 1 star. Why am I being dumb? I forgot about this one in the cave. Backflip. There's number 70. Mario's hit his goal. All he needs to defeat Bowser and get him some of that cake. But he's missing his hat. It's a shame. But we go into Bowser in the sky and you would not believe the spawn I got. And there's even a nice little 1-up heart. So if I ever take a death in Bowser, I can get back. And just keep an eye on the time because yeah, it may have taken a little bit of time to get this Bowser done. And I may have perhaps died. But that's beside the point because we all know timing your Bowser throws is very, very, very hard on an emulator. It just took so much effort before we threw him off the edge. Just out, I couldn't believe I saved that. I thought I was a goner there with going off the edge. And this one he has the joy of demolishing the stage, so every throw we've got to actually throw them properly. It's very rude, Mr. Bowser. But he does spawn coins when he does his fire, which I never realised. So you can actually do this fight without dying, even if you get low. But we try again to try and hit it. Don't use first person. Anyone who does first person Bowser throws, you're a maniac. We did get one hit though on our first try. So that shows I'm not completely ass at this. We went for the back-to-back. Are we that skilled? No, we throw him right between two bombs. And we missed the dive for the second throw. But look, it's Bowser. We've got this. We just stay calm, relaxed and composed. We'll get him. We totally didn't run off the edge at some point. That didn't happen. This timer lies, remember. It doesn't add 4 minutes on for nothing. We totally didn't just die and then have to get back to this point again. To spin him around. Look, we're just concerned for Bowser. He's clearly got indigestion. We're trying to help him, you know, cough that up. Get rid of some of the stuff in his lungs. He's clearly not doing well. We hit the second bomb. And now the stage destroys into a star. And we actually hit a back-to-back. I was so hyped when that happened. I never thought I'd get 2 in a row. Like, hitting a Bowser throw is hard enough for me. But hitting the double, that was honestly the best feeling of the run. And with that, Mario finally gets a cap back with the wing cap and flies. To be fair, where does he fly from here? Yeah, he got the star. But I can't see where the actual castle is. Does he fly for like 3 days? Before he finally gets back to the real world and he can float down to the castle. And the wings disappear from my cap, but with that power star, turns out it was hiding Peach all along. And wouldn't you know, she forgot the cake. Just so rude. I couldn't believe it. He has this long ass animation being like, oh, look how fancy I am. Well, Mario ain't falling for it. He wanted cake, he got none. And with that, that's the randomizer over. Hope you enjoyed and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya!